Hello and welcome back to Rumble in Ragusa. I am Rubaccini. We are back from our issues earlier, and we're gonna just continue our war with Hungary and hope that Bohemia maybe surrenders all of their territory to our enemies, because well, actually they're not really my enemies, so I don't really care. Peace offer from Savigny. Savigny is offering to cede their provinces to Austria. They're like, no, we're just going to, I would just rather start by ceding provinces. Does Austria have claims on any of them? They do. So we should give at least one to Austria to make them continue to like us. Otherwise, they might be mad. But we are going to steal all their money first. That's the most important thing. Get something from me. And then if there's still, there's still points left over. See, I have no problem doing this to Savigny, especially since normally they just get conquered by France. So maybe this time France won't encroach on this land. You know what? I don't really need to annul their treaties. Could I have vassalized? No, I doubt I could have, because there's two provinces here. Well, I could annul their treaties just for the prestige, because our prestige is terrible. So we'll do that. You better like me for that, Austria. Yeah. Well, they don't dislike me for it, and that's what I was trying to avoid. So, yep, Austria now owns parts of Savigny. Who else is in the war against us here? The Papal State. That was a mistake, Papal State. All I want is 5 provinces. No, 4. Sorry, 4. 4 provinces. Austria needs to stop sieging this province, because this one's mine. Hire a military leader. Yeah, no. We don't need one. Oh, it looks like we can get a new military idea. That's good. That will allow us to go up to our force limit. We're 3 behind our force limit, and we are waiting for cannons. So we're going to build cannons. I would like even more cannons, but I'm not going to build over my force limit right now. We're not doing diplomatic technology until we can westernize. So that should be soon. We're 4 technologies behind, but when Austria is able to hit Tech 9, we should start seeing pretty soon after that. I feel like we should be able to westernize. We're doing that mainly not for the points, like I've said before. We're actually doing that for we're doing that so the rebels that we support gain our technology and like our units and our gear basically. So it's gonna be better to be Western tech because our rebels will be better. All right, let's see. Bavaria accepted peace with their former enemies, Bohemia. Bohemia will cede Bomerald to Bavaria, and Bohemia will pay 42 ducats. So they've already lost territory to Bavaria, and the war's not even over. Saxony's also going to take some. We're just not going to be... we're going to basically forget about Bohemia as an ally. We're going to go find someone new after this. They're like Poland was at the beginning of the game, just dragging me into a bunch of conflicts that they're going to lose, and there's no way I'm going to help them win. Not only am I going to not try, I don't think I could even help them, even if I did try. Like, you know, I only have 13 men. I'm not going to be able to go face that. Crazy. Nor do I want to, more importantly. Just be a waste of my time. Such a terrible ally. And the thing is, they're going to love me for it too. They're like, oh wow, you answered our call to arms and stayed around till the end of the war. Yep, and they lost another province to Saxony. So Bohemia has lost 3 provinces since the start of the game. They're pretty diminished. Much worse off than last game, where they got pretty large. This definitely isn't the only game where I've seen that Bohemia can go either way. When I played, well, I mean, it wasn't on patch 1.7, but earlier on when I played Austria, and I played in the HRE a bit, you know, sometimes Bohemia was huge, sometimes they weren't. They seem to be pretty variable. They're definitely strong at the beginning of the game. Just a question on whether they can hold it or not. Oh, Hungary. We're destroying you. Oh yeah, we're gonna keep this guy. Got 40 Republican tradition now. That's fine. It's actually kind of exactly where I want to be. Like, somewhere between 35 and 45 Republican tradition is kind of where I want to be. Because you get pretty good events at under 50 Republican tradition. Nope. And then get another idea, and then it'll give us another diplomat. Good, we only have 1 diplomat free. Sometimes I forget about them. At the beginning of the game, you really got to use your diplomats. Later in the game, sometimes, doesn't really matter. But might as well use my diplomats. Now, does Austria want any of Hungary's provinces? Because I'll give them. Because all we want is the stuff that we said we could take. So we just want the rest of the Croatian provinces. So we want 4 provinces from Hungary. And then nothing else. I'm probably going to remove them as a rival after this, because I'm not going to want to fight them again. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to want to fight them again. I'm not going to take land from them anymore. Now let's just see if we can just end this, and we'll give something to Austria. I don't want to give them too much. We'll just give them one thing. Well, you know what? They don't even want anything, so they're not going to have a negative modifier for not getting their cores and claims in the peace deal. And to be honest, I'd rather just leave the rest of Hungary intact. We'll just leave Hungary alone, and maybe they'll end up liking us eventually in the future. They're going to really hate us right now, though. I mean, I'm content to just leave them here, and I'm not going to expand that way. I'm not going to do anything else to them the rest of the game, so I don't see, yeah, I just don't see a big need to split apart their lands. They're not going to be so threatening either, so we'll leave them alone. We just want the Croatian provinces, so Hungary, you weren't supposed to have those anyway. Now they belong to Ragusa. We almost have all the provinces that we said we could take at the beginning of the game, so we're missing Albania and Kosovo. That's good. Well, it's not good that we're missing them, but it's good that we have so many provinces now. Come a long way since the beginning of the game here. Let's see, what's our force limit like now? We get an extra 2 force limit. Let's let them group up and see what our composition's like right now. My manpower needs to recover. We get that mission. Rival of a threat. Poland's opinion of Ragusa is 125. And claim our rival's province in Beeks. Isn't that... yeah, that is totally a Hungarian province. I guess I could claim it just for the military power. Like I said, I'm not going to act on it though. Naples entered into a military coalition against me, and Venice entered into a military coalition against me. And I can only imagine that Hungary will also enter into a military coalition against me. That's alright. They'll leave eventually. They'll figure out that I'm not such a bad guy. Hey, Austria likes me, so got that going for me. We're in the HRE. You know, maybe we can become an elector. I'm not sure actually if I can become an elector if I'm a merchant republic. Well, I think I've seen the Palpatine becomes elector sometimes, right? And he's a theocracy, so why I think I could, right? Or is the Palpatine not a theocracy? No, they're a feudal monarchy. Well, I don't know then. I could with the name like the Palpatine, I just kind of assumed theocracy. Is that wrong? Cologne. Cologne, I think Cologne's a kingdom. I think they're all kingdoms right here. No, Cologne is a theocracy. So I would say we probably could potentially get elected as an elector, or chosen as an elector, if we. So we have 6 infantry, 3 knights, and 3 cannons right now. I'm gonna add a infantry and a cannon. We got 80 power projection points. I love those. I wonder what we could change our rival to. I want to look at this. I'd love to change it to the Ottomans. Remove, yeah. So we can put the Ottomans on as our rival instead of Hungary, and that's exactly what we want to do because we're going to be attacking the Ottomans and not Hungary. So we want to kind of benefit from attacking the Ottomans and not Hungary. Now, right now, from sending privateers, we're getting 24 power projection points. But I believe Naples and Venice also trade in... Well, Venice also trades in the Constantinople node. So if we send privateers on the Constantinople node, we might get more points. So in this case, we're gaining 21 instead of 24. We're gaining 1 against Venice and 10 and 20 against the Ottomans. So it was better to privateer in Venice. So we're going to do that. And what did I want to do? Something. I was going to do something. Right. Not buying Diplo points. Not converting. Oh, I know what I was going to do. We want to, oh, we don't have another diplomat. But we want to embargo. We want to embargo the Ottomans. And perhaps fabricate some claims here, actually. We want to be prepared to attack them. Because we want to, I know I was going back and forth, actually, on whether I'm going to grab these lands or not. I have now decided again that I'm not. I'm going to just feed them to Byzantium. So, and that's also what we want to do. We want to get our 2 remaining provinces, and we want to grow our vassal here. Now, if we support, we should be able to actually support Byzantium rebels inside inside Venice. Yeah, I would say probably Greek patriots are the ones. Now, how much money are we making? Yeah. Yeah. Let's try this. Let's see if we can get let's see if we can get a Greek state to revolt and add something to our provinces that way. Alright. Grabbed another economic idea. We got another diplomat. We're going to fabricate, well, we're going to issue an embargo on the Ottomans. And there we go. We got our claim. Attack Ottomans. I think that's a little bit hasty, game. Every time I take my manpower needs to recover, I never actually finish it. So I'm not going to take that. And I don't know. I guess none of those missions are any good. Oh yeah, one thing I want to do is find a new ally. Savanade doesn't like us. I would imagine the Papal State hates us. Oh, I don't like the Papal State either because they took Ferrara, and Ferrara is a center of trade, so we have claim on that because I said so. I wouldn't mind, yeah. Why not Brandenburg here? Yeah, that's right. So let's get rid of our alliance with Bohemia. Sorry, Bohemia, but you're terrible. And yeah, we're gonna improve relations with Brandenburg, our newfound friend. And I'm surprised Hungary didn't join the military coalition against me. They're probably like, please just. They don't want to face the might of Ragusa again. That's probably it. Let's get Naples out of the coalition against me. That's annoying. It's annoying because we don't even want anything from them. And we will fabricate a claim on Kosovo. Now, I can only imagine that the Ottomans are much stronger than me. They're actually in a pretty weakened state, to be honest. And if... Oh, I don't have any diplomats. But we'll check here in a second. And if... you know, if my allies are willing to join in a war against them, I am willing to let them beat up the Ottomans. You know, I'm so... I'm so, so generous. What's this? The office... Expand the bodyguard. The office is challenged by enemies within and without, and thus a strong personal bodyguard is essential. Do it. Gain 1 stability, lose 10 Republican tradition. Or just gain 5 Republican tradition. We're going to gain 5 Republican tradition. Because that's going to allow us to re-elect our leader. Again. And I want a 633. Alright, we got cores, which means we can add them to the empire. Everything is part of our culture group, so that's good. It's good to be in on good terms with the emperor. Hopefully he'll react and enact more reforms. Only up to a certain point, though. Of course, I don't want him to merge me into the HRE, like, as a country. There we go. That's pretty cool. We got little Macedonia over here. Come a long way already from only being able to field 5 troops. Now in total we have 17. Alright, I can't build docks yet, so... Still only 4 technologies behind. We're basically going to hold at these technology levels until we can westernize, except for maybe military technology. Yeah, look at that risk of discovery, 0.06. Normally it's like 0.25 or like I've seen it as high as like 4 or 6% per month. With these espionage ideas and having them as a rival, it's like basically non-existent. the chance of them finding me is pretty low. Let's support rebels. Can we support rebels here? Oh, they must have found us in Venice doing it. Syrian nationalists. There's really not a very high revolt risk for Syrian nationalists. Oh, we could infiltrate the administration. I want to do that. Look at that. Oh, I've never done that before. Cool. So what we can see here is they have, yeah, we can see all their units. It's great. And they have a 3-2-4 general, which is pretty good. This 3-3 is actually better right now. And then they got a 14 stack basically over here and a 16 stack over here, which we could beat up with the Austrian forces, but they're at war right now, so that is awesome. Now the risk of discovery I just saw was higher for infiltrate administration, 1.2, so yeah, that's pretty high. Austria would totally join if they weren't at war. Aragon is defensive towards me for some reason. And, so is Brandenburg. Am I really that much bigger than them? That they're, I mean, I have to be like the same size as Aragon. Especially, I might have more provinces than Aragon. Maybe. But Aragon's base tax is way higher than mine. Like, Aragon's lands are they're just better. Aragon just has better lands than me. And so does, well, Brandenburg. I might have higher base tax than Brandenburg combined. Yeah, I do. Definitely. Because I get some, like, Istria here is 6. That's pretty good. Ragusa is 5, so that's also pretty good. Dalmatia's 5. Serbia's 4. I mean, I got some, they're okay. There's a lot of 1 and 2s, but in general, they're okay. Let's like, let's sow discontent too. Let's just, like, bring everything on the Ottomans here. I mean, the sow discontent is really just like, what a long-term strategy thing that is, because it's like plus 50% stability cost modifier. Like that's really taking playing the long game there. And plus 1 revolt risk across the board, but that, I don't know. I mean, it's okay, I guess. I feel like it'd be better if it was plus 2. It'd be a little bit more worth it. Although, if you consider that if you pay for rebels, you can go, it starts at default to plus 2, and you can go up to plus 4, and it costs a bunch of money. That maybe, if you look at it in that light, a plus 1 that doesn't cost any money is actually kind of worth it. We're gonna get another admiral. I wish I had more Navy force limit. 19 ships isn't a lot. In fact, what we're going to do is, I don't think we need cogs. And I think 2 cogs is too few to do anything useful. So, we might as well just not have any and build more barks. Now that, we have money. Now, can we continue to, oh, right, I'm using all my diplomats to do terrible things to the Ottomans. That's fine. I'd like to do that. Pretty soon here we should start, where do we want to snipe out, trade provinces first? That's a really good question. I really feel like Genoa over here is really primed for the taking, or Moldavia is incredibly vulnerable here. If I could only justify a trade conflict. Moldavia must have at least 20% of the total trade power in a trade node, where you have at least 10. They currently have 8% in Constantinople, where you have 7. Now, I doubt that Moldavia has 20% here either. No, they totally don't. But one thing that we can do is go, and we're going to go protect trade. Oh, we can't protect trade in Crimea. Well, isn't that unfortunate? Now, does Genoa have... Venice has a lot here, but we can't take Venice's fleet right now. It would be really convenient if we could come over here. I doubt I could yeah, I'm not going to be able to justify a trade conflict against Genoa. It's too bad. We could justify one against the Mamelukes, but they're probably still too strong for us. Who is this? That's Venice. Naxos is Venice. Crete is also Venice. Wow, I just really want to declare a no Cassispilli war on on Moldavia. Because if I get Moldavia, then I have a forward operating base to grab stuff from Crimea, grab stuff from Genoa. But then again, also, my aggressive expansion is pretty high. So I don't want, too big of a coalition against me. And I have... getting ahead of myself, too, because I have no way to get over there. I don't have any transports. Great. That was a thing that I was just doing, getting rid of transports, because I didn't have any. Or I didn't have enough. So that kind of limits my options, too. We can't really go invade foreign territory if we don't have any transports. So I guess what we'll do about that is grab these territories, and hopefully, maybe what we do is get the Greek people some stuff, and or maybe we could release Bulgaria, so then we have a land. We can travel by land over to Moldavia. Yeah, I mean, we could do something like that. These missions are really terrible. I just took a mission to improve relations with the papacy, and I'm not going to be able to do it. Because I won't be able to get that high up. We'll just cancel it. It's going to re-roll all my missions now, so it's probably better. Probably for the best. Austria, you need to finish that war so you can come help me kill the Ottomans. And England lost the war here and lost some more land. They did have this down here just recently. Oh, and this is the gone long, so this is the end of the episode. And if you're liking this, please like and or subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.